Senator Abler.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. I move that formal proceedings under the roll call be dispensed with and the sergeant be directed to go grab the absent members. Thank you.
On that motion, all in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, if you'd be so kind as to stand. Usually, members, we have a member of our clergy come in and do the prayer, but from time to time, we take a moment to reflect and to just center ourselves. And so I'm going to ask you today to pause for a moment of silent prayer and reflection. And needless to say, following that moment of silent prayer and reflection, remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you, members. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, members. The secretary will take the roll.
Abler, Anderson, Barr, Bolden, Carlson, Champion, Coleman, Swadzinski, Dames, Dibble, Dornick, Draheim, Drazkowski, Duckworth, Diedzik, Eichhorn, Farnsworth, Fateh, Frentz, Green, Grunhagen, Gustafson, Hochschild, Herr, Hoffman, Housley, Howe, Jasinski, Johnson, Klein, Coran, Kroon, Kunish, Kupek, Lang, Latz, Liskey, Limmer, Lucero, Mann, Marty, Matthews, Mayquaid, McEwen, Miller, Mitchell, Mohammed, Morrison, Murphy, Nelson, Umu Verbaten, Pappas, Pa, Port, Pratt, Putnam, Rarick, Rasmussen, Rest, Seeberger, Utke, Weber, Wiesenberg, Westland, Westrom, Wickland, Zhang.
Members, pursuant to Rule 14.1, the following members intend to vote under Rule 40.7. Dames, Mann, Miller, and Pa. Members, a quorum is present. Members, as usual, if you want to follow along, I'm looking at the Senate agenda, Saturday, May 20th. And we will start with the second order of business, which is the executive and official communications. The following communications was received. Please take note of it. No action is required. We will now proceed to the third order of business. Messages from the House. The Secretary will read the message.
Mr. President, I have the honor to announce that the House has adopted the recommendation and report of the Conference Committee on Senate File Number 2934 and repassed said bill in accordance with the report of the committee, so adopted. Senate File Number 2934, a bill for an act relating to human services, establishing an Office of Addiction and Recovery, establishing the Minnesota Board of Recovery Services. Senate File Number 2934 is herewith returned to the Senate. Signed, Patrick D. Murphy, Chief Clerk, House of Representatives.
Members, no action is required. We'll now proceed to the fifth order of business, reports of committees. Senator Diedzik for a motion to adopt the committee report.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the committee report printed in the agenda be adopted.
On the motion of the committee report, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, we will now move to the seventh order of business, which is the second reading of House bills. The Secretary will read the House file number.
House File Number 2369.
The House file has been given its second reading. Members, we will now proceed to the eighth order of business, introduction and first reading of Senate bills. The bills listed on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated. Members, we will now proceed to the ninth order of business, motions and resolutions. We will adopt the author's motion all as one. All in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Senate Resolution Number 57 will be referred to the Committee on Rules and Administration. Senator Diedzik for a motion to recess.
Thank you, Mr. President. So DFL members are going to caucus upstairs in our caucus room. Senator Rasmussen?
Senator Rasmussen?
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Republicans will caucus in 323 after the recess.
Senator Dzieck?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate do recess until the call of the President, till approximately 6 p.m. or at the call of the President. Thank you.
On that motion, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion prevails and the Senate is now in recess until the call of the President.